Hello and welcome to Dum Dum Die. Today we are interviewing Nicole over here. We are having our new player interview, asking her a couple of questions. Carla's not here because she's sitting in the background, being the all ever looming presence. So I'm interviewing today, and so this is Nicole, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Nicole Anthony, and I'm 24 years old, and I studied live performance, and now I am currently doing operations management at a production company.
Very cool. And how did you get introduced into this whole world? Just a little recap.
Well, funny story. Tristan just emailed me and he's like, how would you like to do this? And I was like, sure, sounds great.
What is it?
Yeah, but I didn't know anything about it. So I was very excited to try something different and new.
And when you played your first game, what were the things going through your mind?
I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is really difficult. But I think everyone made me feel so comfortable, which is great. So I kind of just got into the hang of things. And Kut was also like, she's never played it before, so it made me feel so much better.
Okay. What interested you the most when Tristan was like, hey, play this little game with us that will last forever?
That will last forever. I think because it's something that I'm not used to and something that I've never done before, like I'm always interested in things that I've never like heard of or, experienced before. So that was definitely something that interested me a lot. And also I've heard about Dungeons and Dragons before, but I've never ever played it, or I didn't know it was this complex. I just thought it was like a board game like Monopoly or Scrabble or something.
Please note to players, D&D is not a board game like Monopoly.
Yep,
Monopoly
I know
is
that
for
now.
Terrible, terrible people. Just saying.
I like Monopoly.
I don't like Monopoly. Monopoly ruins relationships.
You're the one that loses all the time, hey?
Yes, I do. I'm very bitter about it. So we've been doing Dum Dum Die for 6 months. Timey-wimey, a long-ass time. What has been your favorite episode so far out of everything that we've done?
Well, I have a few, but I think the one that stands out the most would probably be when Darby like really comes out of the closet and he's like all out there. Because I think in that episode as well, I think that's when me as a person also just kind of like
settled in a little bit more.
Because it kind of took some time like getting used to, because it's obviously so new. But I think when Darby was super comfortable, I think that's when I as a person became super comfortable as well, which is nice. Great.
Pardon if you hear bells. There is a cat in the room and he's been belled. So just saying.
Belled.
Yeah. Too many birds brought into the house. And would there be any other memorable moments from even from the heritage episodes, from the lore episodes, from our D&D in real life videos, anything, any memorable moments behind the scenes or within the episode?
I feel like every single episode that we record is really memorable because of the cast, because we're all just so crazy and silly and raw.
We're raw people. Super raw.
We have no filter. So I think that's behind the scenes on when we're recording, we just have no filter. I think that's what I love about it. Is I think that's what's so memorable, is the fact that everyone can kind of be themselves without having to shield themselves, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Personal favorite of mine is every time we finish an episode, it's not like we're like, okay, bye guys, and leave. It's like we're there for another hour just talking nonsense and making tea and slowly packing up. And then Tristan just marches around the house slowly. Trying to be like, it's over now.
Go home, guys.
Go home, guys. So I quite enjoyed that. If you could be Carla for a day, for a year, for life, to be a DM, basically. Yep. And if you had the chance to create your own world, to shape whatever you would like, what would that world be, and what would it look like?
My world would be a world.
Why do I feel like there's Koreans?
Yeah, like those K-dramas. But I think it would be a world where food is involved a lot of the time, and donuts are involved a lot of the time.
So basically a Korean Candyland.
Yeah, but there'd also be like lots of curries and Thai food, and oh guys, I just love food. But yeah, I feel like this is a tough one. You know, it's tough to be Carla for a day.
Yeah, I know.
Or like for a minute. I don't know how Carla does it. Carla's amazing.
And
it's only because I'm sitting here. That's all I'm saying.
No.
I feel like that's not the case.
That's really not the case. Like, to create an entire world.
Yeah.
What Carla does.
It's tough.
Like, also to create big bads. Who would your big bad be? Who would your dream arch villain be?
Probably someone who doesn't like donuts.
How dare they? Oh my God. Let's not even contemplate that.
Can you imagine
reality.
a world like that?
I can't. No, not the donuts. Also, we eat really badly at our table. I would love to say that we eat healthily, but usually we've got like a huge slab of chocolate and donuts or cake or
chips,
something that Kuta's baked up for us. Like, last time we had banana bread, it was amazing.
I know, and chocolate.
Oh yeah, no, that was good.
I'm hungry now.
I know, me too. Okay, no, back to this. Darby, explain how Darby came about in your mind.
So I think when I initially started, it was like, oh, this sounds pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But when he kind of came out of the closet, that wasn't intended at first. It just kind of happened, which is very strange. So I wasn't too sure what I wanted him to be like. Mm-hmm. But as we went throughout the episodes and then I saw the dynamics of all the different like characters, I was like, okay, well, we need someone who's more out there and flamboyant. And yeah, I actually don't even know where it came from.
To shut up in front of the mistress.
But that's what I love about Darby. He's like such a rebel in that way.
So much trouble.
He does.
Love him.
And he's the complete opposite of me, which is I would never just say things.
Yeah.
Darby's like, well, that's an ugly top that you have on today.
Well, thank you.
It's beautiful, though, because it's my favorite color as well. But yeah, Darby's like that kind of character. He's just ridiculously outspoken, and yeah, I love it.
So basically your choice of Darby was like, take Nicole. What is the exact opposite of Nicole? Yes, this shall be Darby.
But it's so funny because when we first started off, Darby and I were so alike. And then I think as he came out of the closet, I think that's when he started to kind of evolve a lot more. And that's when his like true side kind of came out, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Okay, so if we were to kill Darby, if Darby were to unfortunately die.
Darby cannot die.
Darby's gonna live forever. If he were to leave the campaign or pass away or anything.
Because of his big mouth, yeah.
Maybe.
Probably.
His big mouth, he took the mistress's dress one too many times. Yep. I don't know. If that were to happen, somehow, Vladislav, Alexis, Selena,
one of the gods
forbid. Who would you? What kind of character would you build to replace Darby, and why?
I think I would want to create someone a lot different than who Darby is, just because I kind of like the idea of playing with different characters and different personalities.
Is there like a particular race you would like to play?
No, I think because I've done a human half orc.
You'd stick with half orc.
I'd stick with half orc, yeah.
Okay. Nicole is also the tiniest person in our group.
Half orc is my thing,
the
guys.
largest races. Do you have a short couple? No, I'm joking. You don't. You're
maybe
amazing the way you are. So half orc and any specific class, like a wizard, a warlock. Well, Darby's a wizard, but like a fighter, a cleric. Who
I kind of like being a wizard, just because I have a lot of superpowers.
So how would you differentiate this new half orc wizard with this past one?
I think in terms of
this is all hypothetical. Carla, please don't get any ideas.
I think in terms of just like personalities, like Darby's so outspoken, so maybe this new character would be quiet and shy and very nice. Complete opposite to Darby. Please look at Carla smiling.
About 5 minutes. Okay, no, that's great.
Or maybe he'd be like a serial killer and just kill everybody, you know?
Dexter 2.0.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, half-orc wizard, serial killer.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, that sounds interesting. Please don't kill Darby. We love Darby.
Yeah, please don't kill me.
I don't kill anyone.
You kill yourself.
Yeah, that's also another thing. I need to have a chat with Darby.
Can I just say I'm playing a different campaign with my brother as the DM, and we're playing Tomb of Annihilation. Can I just say I nearly got insta-kill yesterday? It was very scary. It's not nice to die. But like in the world of Kalandas and the characters that we're surrounded with, like if you could play anyone within Carla's world or one of the other characters that the players play, who would it be and why?
I think in terms of the world itself, it would probably be Camaffin. I kind of love that character way too much. Yeah. And I think in terms of the players, it would probably be... I think it's between you and Xantillarion.
Oh, so the half-elves.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. I kind of like Oriole's like... not clueless, but she's like so...
Clueless.
Yeah. She's like so, you know, she's just so happy and like boisterous and she's like all over the place, but she's...
Not unlike her player. Just saying.
And then Wednesday's just got this like, I'm so sexy kind of...
Yeah, no, that which must be really fun to play Xantillarion, I think.
So I think between the two of you guys, yeah.
And Coniferin, we never get his name right. I don't think we ever will.
Yeah, is he coming back? Where did he
He'll probably come back. We'll probably go back.
I love him.
Like just put him on a cart and cart him around for our entertainment purposes. But Conifer is a gnome. I don't even know what he does other than just like be useless.
And he complains a lot.
Yeah, he complains a lot.
Yeah.
And is very motivated by gems and money. And he's terrified of his grandmother or mother.
Yeah, his love for his cousin.
Thunder and Lightning, was that his mother?
Yeah, mother. Auntie? Mother?
Relative. It's a relative.
One of those people.
So, yeah, no, interesting choice. Go from half-orc skinny wizard to little Nemi's too big for his breeches.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, that's interesting. I feel like I know how your brain works a little bit better.
We just need Camaffin back.
Hence,
so Darby can irritate him more.
I also feel like Coniferin got very abused. He got like picked up and launched over shoulders and like just got told to shut up and like kind of put to the side. That's also kind of a character that has very little control over his life. Very interesting. So talking about little control, dice. What is your relationship to dice? What was your thoughts when you first saw that there's something other than a D6?
Yeah, I was quite shocked. It was so funny. I was having this conversation with someone yesterday and I was showing them the Japanese dice and they were like, I thought it was only like, you know, the Monopoly dice that you get. And I was like, yeah, I also thought that, but obviously we're living under a rock. But yeah, I have like a love-hate relationship with my dice. Definitely a love-hate relationship. Sometimes it loves me and sometimes I think, you know, Darby's like kind of out of control and then they're like, no, we're not going to help you today. And that's just, yeah.
Yeah, there has been many a persuasion.
Yeah. And I mean, look, I still do kind of get confused a lot of the time. And I'm like, is this the dice, guys? Do I roll this? And then...
That happens to everybody no matter how long you've been playing. Don't worry.
So, but yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept.
Okay.
Of many-sided dice.
And your dream dice set, what would that look like?
Can it have donuts on it?
Yes, it could be donut dice.
Donut dice.
Edible dice. You'll need a new
D
set
squared.
Nicole, your love of donuts is
Yeah, it's actually a problem. It really is.
never a problem until you decide it's a problem.
Not a problem, hey?
Yeah, it's not a problem. And since Darby's a wizard and has gone to Beilk with Oriole, and we've had the same teachers and grown up a little bit together until Oriole got kicked out. From Darby's spells, let's start with Darby's spells in specific. If you could use any one of Darby's spells in real life,
Firebolt.
why?
People irritate me. Jokes. Can we cut that out?
No, it's there for life.
Yeah, no. Definitely Firebolt. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of enjoy it. It's like
We know you enjoy it.
I could
You use
scare
it
people
a
with
lot.
that. Not that much.
Intimidation technique.
You know, just like once or twice in every episode.
Okay, so Firebolt, and then if you could use any spell in the world, or any spell, any weapon, any trait of a character, what would it be and why?
This is a tough one.
For me, it would be dark vision. That would be amazing to see in the dark.
Yeah. Transportation or...
You mean like teleportation? Not just like driving a horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I meant teleportation. See, this is what happens. Or invisibility. Or hypnotic gaze. Yeah.
Oh, Nicole could take over the world at the
I
hypnotic
probably
gaze.
could. With donuts by my side.
With donuts, Nicole can achieve anything.
That is true.
So I've run out of questions now. I wanted to know if there's anything you would like to say, discuss about your experience so far.
Well, I mean, I think the only thing that I'd like to say is, first of all, it's really fun. And I think the idea of like role playing, and especially like in this kind of a world that Carlos created, it's like incredible. Because have you ever seen somebody who wants to firebolt someone all the time? Or who has a magic dress?
Don't you mean everyone who approaches Xantillarion all the time?
But I mean, why can't he just convert? Like, why?
It doesn't work like that.
You know?
choice.
He should just, I'm his true calling in life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's so much fun, and like role playing and weird dice and just everything is so much fun. And I think also the fact that we have such good, friendly players and like we all get along so well, that for me is like something that really makes the game so much more interesting and so much more fun, is the fact that not just the players like when we're recording, but the players like outside of that. So yeah.
No, it's true. Thank you so much for coming and
Thank
being an
you.
interview person, Nicole,
Yay.
and being submitted to my questions. I know I only wrote down 7 and I probably gave her 20.
It's okay.
So thank you for that. And thank you to Carla for
Thanks, Carla.
not walking away from us during this interview, and for Tristan for filming, and to everyone involved in this production. I wanted to thank you very, very much, and for you to watching, and my English are great, and Vid
my
for
balls.
producing the music for the podcast. And like, comment, and subscribe.